discovery power of a magic eraser.
Another big day. Definitely gonna need my genetic respect. Because around here, everything needs to be perfect. But it's
CLA or Claw or whatever your name is says nice drunk, thank you. McFlurry says poop. Well, thank you for saying poop, McFlurry. That's wonderful. Tyrez, what's up? Mr. Springtrap, how's it going? It was a long day. Yeah, I hear you. I had to work all day too. And a little bit of a slog for me as well.
So, you want to play like Metallica? ProPlan is always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See? be afraid. Come on in. You might run across some of your old friends. In all your loneliness, I'll try to soothe. I'll play the blues for you. Ain't no big game, ain't no big star home. I'll play the blues for you on my guitar. All your loneliness, I'll try to soothe. I'll play the blues for you.
Chief Cook, you are correct. Dan! Dan, I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it yet, but I was asking who's your favorite Masters of the Universe character? Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, the Executioner song. I had a lot of fun with it. It's provoked some kind of strong feelings in others about how much they kind of thought the story sucked and it wasn't as good as past crossovers, which I get, but I enjoyed the Executioner song, flaws and all, for all the reasons I stated in the video.
I'd buy those people a place to stay. If I had money, I'd buy those people a place to stay. But all I got is a dime.
All right, Dan, if I did a drawing of Zodak and stuck it in with your comic, would that be cool with you? Like did like a sketch like these? Because I've never drawn Zodak. I honestly don't know the others very well, but Zodak I know, and I've never drawn him.
I get down on my knees. If I had faith, oh, I'd get down on my knees.
Awesome. Will do.
But all I got is that religion, and I got nowhere to pray.
Tyraz, your phone's being dumb? That's all right.
clean up the whole mess. If I had magic, I'd clean up that awful mess. But I'm just a working man, and I'm hoping for the best. If I had money,
Random thought, you hated the bulked up Caliban from Executioner song. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'd barely heard of the character at the time, and I'm like, well, who is this guy, and why is, and he's huge, and so yeah, and then I still don't know much about the character, but it just seemed kind of like a waste of a character. I don't know. I guess maybe they had him and he wasn't interesting, or so they thought the way he was. So like, well, we'll make him big and huge and this big massive monster or something. Strife's strike file. Yes, God, it's been forever. I'm pretty sure it's like the comic has him like seated in a in like a big throne. It was Strife's strike file. It wasn't just like a bunch of like his thoughts on different characters in the Marvel universe. Yeah, I know I've got it. Now you got me thinking about if I'm going to do this Executioner song, I'm going to have to dig it up. See if I mean, I know I've got it in. I've got 3 long boxes worth surrounded me in my little room right here, and like 12 more out in my storage shed outside. So I got to go digging through them, and that's one I'd have to look up. I found those things kind of interesting, actually. You know. Yeah, it would go great for the show. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to go see if I can't find it out there somewhere. It's always like a love-hate thing when I go out digging through my long boxes, because I just going through one at a time and just start flipping through them, and I'm like, oh my god, that, oh my god, that, oh my god, that, oh my god, that. I ended up with this massive stack of shit that I'll get to eventually. I'm like, oh my god, I need more storage space. Ash Belmont, when you playing Tekken 8? That's a random thing, because I don't play Tekken anything, but, you know. So I guess most likely never, but... Three long boxes and 13 short. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked at how many I've collected over the years. And I actually slowed my collecting down a lot in the last decade. It's because there's nothing been interesting, but I'm like, holy Lord, have I got a lot of these things. Speaking of people with a lot of comics, well, first, Dan, I watched your... I was kind of flipping through your Instagram, and I saw, not to bring up like sad things, but you know, I watched that video clip thing, or that where you talked about what happened with Ed Piskor. I thought it was a really touching kind of conversation that you had there, and the things you were saying about him. I always wished I could have met the guy. I was like, God, maybe one of these days I'll get to meet the guy. But I was watching on, I think it was Instagram, his family was showing like the inside of his house and showing how many comics he had everywhere. Like, he would talk about it, but holy Lord, man, that man was not kidding. The amount of comics that he had. Like, that was a guy that was a true fan. Yeah, I liked what you had to say, man. I was at work and I kind of like put everything on halt and I just listened to the whole thing, and you know, everything you said was accurate, 100% true. I find myself like, for a guy that I never met with Piss Score, never met him, but it just still just makes me so mad about what happened. And I mean, I guess maybe we don't need to get into it, but good Lord, did that whole situation just aggravate the shit out of me. And I find myself dwelling on it a lot, and I'm like, I never met the guy, but I don't know how I missed that. If they interviewed you, I 100% need to watch that. I didn't get a chance to watch everything that they put out. They put out so much content on a daily basis, and sometimes I was able to keep up, but other times I get so far behind I have to start picking and choosing what I'm going to listen to. But yeah, I definitely will love to. I'd definitely want to see that one. What a crazy situation. Yeah, I don't mean to bring up something that's kind of negative, if that's, a weird subject to bring up, but yeah. Oh, you guys are talking almost every day. Holy crap, man. Yeah. I even thought at one point of sending my first 2 volumes of my fan comic to them, because they do that mailbag thing. But after watching a bunch of their episodes talking about what they liked and disliked and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, they would make fun of my crap so much. And I don't mean that in like they would be negative, like I don't think they would look at it and be like, yeah, all right, well, all right, whatever. Someone did a He-Man fan comic. Who the fuck wants to do that? I was like, I chickened out. I was going to totally send it to them on the random chance they would look at it like they did on those mailbag episodes sometimes. But I'm like, they'd look at my crappy computer lettering and just totally shit on it, which they should. I don't know, man. They had so much going on. They had so much attention on him and so many people wanting their attention. It would have been awesome. I should have just done it. I should have just grown a fucking pear and just done it. But I was like, oh my God, I was too shy. But yeah. Dan, did you see the video I put up where I was talking about him? Did you see that one where I would kind of talked about the situation? I was kind of like nervous to do it. I felt like I would be coming across as kind of like I don't know, some kind of asshole by putting up something about it, but oh, you shared it? Oh, that with Brian Moss? Oh shit, man. You did? Seriously? Holy shit, man. That's so fucking awesome. Again, I'm just like this nobody over here, but I got a few people listening to me, and oh, thanks, man. That kind of validates me, because like I said, I was worried that I don't know. Like, I was worried that I was being kind of, like, it would have been inappropriate or something like that. Because I watched a lot of channels jumping all over it to shit on him. And that shit made me mad. And I'm like, am I kind of am I being kind of a sellout by doing a video about him as well? But I wanted to say something, so. Yeah, the comics tropes guy, for real. Well, if you were okay with it, I feel like then I kind of, I guess I made the right choice, because we probably wouldn't be sitting here talking if you thought I'd pulled some hack bullshit, So thank you. I appreciate you saying that, man. I don't know, it was just on my mind today. I saw your thing and it's just been thinking about it. I'm like, God, no, it's shouldn't have happened. We should still be getting content from him. Yeah. And I watched several smaller YouTube channels that were, a bunch of knuckleheads like me, but they were all jumping on it and just shitting on him, saying all the worst kind of shit. I'm like, you guys don't know nothing. You guys, oh my God. Ugh. And then suddenly when it all went the way it did, everyone got quiet. Oh, I hate all of it. I hate all you guys. Bunch of cute pieces of human garbage out there. Yeah, I could, your heart was definitely in that video, man. And that's why I was like, God, I hope mine didn't come across as like some bullshit thing. So anyway, yeah, I know I'm just repeating myself, Daniel, but thank you for making me feel a little bit validated on that. There's some monsters out there that contributed to that should never sleep comfortably again in their life. Kevin, how's it going? Mark, how's it going? Everybody. Yeah, Tyrez, I think that's exactly what it was. Thanks, Dan. It's so this technological stuff is really hard for me, and I need to do it more to get used to drawing just this random tech. And because I'm just like throwing this together as a quick sketch, it's all kind of wonky, but in terms of a sketch, it kind of communicates the idea, but it's so it's so tricky. Oh, that actually sounds really fun. What's funny is because now that I'm done with drawing my comic, I have time to draw shit for fun. You know, I've got a little bit of a break before I gotta start thinking seriously. But shredded face cable, that would probably should actually happen sooner than later. I need to give that a go. That would be fun. Grace the cosplayer, it's been a minute. How are you? Stopping in before bed. I've heard you say that before, Grace, and then like 20 minutes later you're like back on, like, all right, I can't go to sleep, so I'm here again. But you are always welcome here. Yeah, Dan, I was just flipping through them before I did the video yesterday. I flipped open the second one, and I knew that Jay Lee drew some of it, but I forgot it was like instantly right in X Factor. And I was flipping through it. Jay Lee pencils, I think it was inked by Al Milgram. It's a very interesting looking Jay Lee when it's not him inking himself, but I think it actually looked pretty dang good. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to keep going with that Executioner song. So, you know, like I was saying in the video, I try to spread things out, but I don't know. We might get those a lot faster than the others just because it's my damn channel. I can do what I want, right? But yeah, the Jay Lee stuff was, I'm like, this still looks pretty good. But to be fair, in my opinion, I don't think there's ever a time when Jay Lee didn't look good, ever. It's just such vastly different styles that he kind of bounces back and forth between. Mark, you have the trade with the Jay Lee pinup strife on the cover. God, you got me wondering if I've ever seen that. I'm sure I have. It's been a trillion years since I've looked at all this stuff. Milgram, although house stylist, is underrated. Inked a lot of Art Adams and Walt Simonson. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Those are... If you're going to be inking over Art Adams or Walt Simonson, you have to be good. Jay Lee Strife. I will maintain forever that. Oh shit! You talk about that right there. I mean, Liefeld made Strife look pretty good, but that's pretty dang good. I was saying it, but like, for all the varying styles that Jay Lee has gone through, he never looks bad. No matter if it's his Namor days or his Hellshock days or his current stuff, which is the complete opposite of his Hellshock days. He always looks amazing. Look at that ink splatter on his red cape there. Yeah, pretty epic. Yeah, you were right. Yeah, I do remember that now that I see it. Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen a lot of stuff. I'm like, where did I see it? I don't know. Pilgrim did the full art on Fantastic Four 355 when Simonson left the book. Before Paul Ryan came into ease the transition. Oh, man. I don't know, Mark. Now you got me kind of inspired to try and do a Skeletor in that similar kind of pose and heavily shadowed as Strife, which it's going to not look the same because he doesn't have big pointy helmet and stuff and a cape, but we'll see what I can come up with here. forget what Skeletor's chest piece looks like. Gotta get out my own comic to reference it. Okay, right. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, Hordak in the Bat Vampire realm with lesser success. I agree. And in my fan comic, when I had He-Man face off against Hordak, I was kind of not looking forward to drawing him, but I found a way to draw him that at least I felt made him look threatening and horrific and scary, because he was kind of a frickin' goofball on the original cartoon, which, I mean, it is what it is. I can't complain that the 80s cartoon was, you know, tailored for 10-year-old boys of the 80s. Yeah, ungimp the characters so they wouldn't be so easily defeated. That's exactly right. It's kind of what I tried to do in my comic.
Ernie presents magically made fudge strips.
I've got a few figures just floating around my little room here. Got a couple up on the shelf over there and a couple over on my desk over there. I love that those old original He-Man figures were like bigger than like your average Star Wars or G.I. Joe figure, and they were all roided out bodybuilders. Some of them with hairy chests and shit, you know, or weird reptilian feet like Zodak, I think, you know. It was just awesome. Yeah, Dan, I saw that you said you'd got it in the mail. I'm very much looking forward to it. I assume you'd be all right if I put it up on the channel. I'll be happy to. I can't guarantee a time frame. I'm already behind on another guy's by like a month at least. I feel really bad about it, but I would like to show it off if that's, you know. Yeah. Yeah, all right, yeah. I just always like to make sure I get permission to do before I put someone's stuff up. You say you do full scripts, layouts, and work with a few artists. And they have to take a crash course in Armenian architecture, geography, clothes. Yeah, that would be if you want to make it, culturally specific. Yeah, you got to put in that work. Yeah, I am very, very much looking forward to it. You're very thorough. Yeah. Well, if you're going to create a thing and it's personal to you, it makes sense. And I remember you mentioning, I saw, because I looked you up and your social medias and stuff, and you mentioned that you're Armenian, and I'm very much looking forward to see something that's probably got all kinds of information of stuff that I've never really heard about or know about. I'm interested to see something different. So yeah. Jim Rugg was saying he appreciated the writing style, giving the full picture to them. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. It's cool because it's totally different. You don't have to be Scandinavian to like Thor, so it's that same idea. Yeah, all right. Love it. I think, if stories are presented authentically, it kind of resonates, if it's well done and put together well, and a person doesn't have to be of a culture to appreciate it, kind of like you're saying there. You don't have to be Scandinavian to like Thor. So, and just to get to see something different than Marvel's X-Men and stuff like that. While I've got your ear for 2 seconds, Daniel, is your last name pronounced Bedrosian? So when I do the video and I have to pronounce your name, I mean, I've seen a lot weirder. It's not, sorry, it's weird. Sorry. Just names that are slightly different. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Am I pronouncing, is it Bedrosian? Is that the correct way to pronounce the name? That's fine. Okay. Am I off? I hate to be one of those chuckleheads like, I'm totally butchering your name. And there's like 3 or 4 accepted ways to say it with an American accent, and I did one of them. Bedrosian. Trying to think of what the other ways would be. I remember at my current job, I ran across a guy who he didn't look Japanese exactly, maybe a little bit, but his name was definitely Japanese. And let me get a piece of paper. Shit. Why do I have no paper? But yeah, this guy, I read his name, and it was spelled like that, Hamatake. And I just know people would say his name's Hamatake. And so when I read his name to him back when I got his file, I was like, is that Hamataki? He's like, you speak Japanese? I'm like, no. He's like, well, you pronounced it right. I'm like, oh, all right. He's like, everybody says my name wrong. I just don't even correct him anymore. So I try to pay attention to the proper way of pronouncing it. Bedrosian and Bedrosian. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. At least I wasn't too far off, I hope. Oh, Dan Panosian? Yeah. Dan Panosian is a hell of an artist. Talk about a guy that grew from one thing to another. It's like God level, you know, kind of improvement. I hear from everybody that I kind of run into that Dan Panosian's a really upstanding guy. Like, seems like a really, really nice guy. I've never heard anyone say anything negative about him. And I always like to hear that. Like, when someone is like got a reputation as generally just kind of a cool guy. And I've done like 2 videos on his work, and he just responded to both of them. He left a comment thanking me for saying the nice things about his stuff. And then his username on YouTube is not his name. So I'm like, who's this? So once I went and dug around, I'm like, oh my God, that was him. Yeah. So yeah, I did his Art of Dan Panosian book. And then a couple of the issues of Conan that he did, and he commented on both of them. And that, I mean, for a little guy like me, it just kind of made me just kind of glow for the rest of the day. Yeah, upstanding guy. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. Oh, really? He's Armenian too? I mean, I was kind of wondering, like the way the names kind of have a similar-ish kind of sound, but I don't know anything, you know. Um, is it Chimerians? Is that how you say it? We're in Armenia for the Iron Ages, and that blew his mind considering he draws a certain Conan character for a living. That's awesome. Kevin, you're not aware of Panosian's work, or you're just not a fan of it? Because believe me, if all you've ever seen is like his stuff from the 90s, it is nothing like that. In fact, I have to grab his art book from behind me. Urban Barbarian. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, don't base it on profit. Please, God, don't. For real. Look at this. It is nothing. I actually hit him up on social media several years ago, way before my channel. And I think Instagram, I just mentioned, like, man, you've changed so much. Like, and he said something to the effect of that he went and learned how to draw. And he's like, thanks for sticking around and giving me a second chance, which I thought was a really neat thing. But he kind of was jokingly saying, like, yeah, I had to stop drawing comics and go learn to draw. Look at this shining piece here. Like the expressiveness, the gray tones in it, the perspective, like... so good. Yeah, look at this. I mean, one of the greatest like sexy girl costumes ever designed is with the Goblin Queen, the Madeline Pryor, where you get under boob. And I love his female figures. They're appropriately like sexy girls that you see in comics, like flawless, but it feels like realistic proportions. Like I've seen girls that look exactly like this. I've never seen girls that look like a Silvestri, which I wish I had. But yeah, if you look at his profit work, it is nothing. You couldn't even begin to like confuse that. Like there must be two different people. Yeah, it's just so different. And as much as I love the colored stuff, like I'm all about the black and white, so I keep flipping to like look look at Wolverine riding a dinosaur with kind of a Frazetta like babe on the ground. like I maybe this is it just occurred to me, maybe this is the from that What If issue. What if Wolverine fought Conan? He ended up stuck in Conan's time period, hooking up with Red Sonja. I mean, there's a story. Here's a drawing that just immediately evokes a story. What happened to get to here? And I want to draw it. I want to read it. Look at that subtle kind of features in that girl's face. Those eyes, that nose and mouth. Holy shit, is it just... Man... He's got kind of a, when he's doing some caricature faces, somebody can kind of correct me if I got the name wrong, because I'm not super familiar, but like the artist who did Mad Magazine, or like one of them, but Mort Drucker, do I have that name right, with like these caricatures that are kind of exaggerated, so it's cartoony, but you can tell exactly who it is. I kind of see that. Jinx, right? Yeah, I was thinking that. It's Valkyrie. Look at that background, like a great figure, but she's kind of a small figure, off center, you know. And so like it's a lot of expressive, like I heard Richard Friend, the inker, refer to it as broken line and suggestion with the ink line. You know, it's shapes just kind of defining it. If you look at it real close, it's kind of a mess, but once you back away, it just forms into this amazing drawing. Yeah, some energy. Yeah. Never go wrong with the He-Man drawing right there. I don't think anyone can ever make the fur diaper look good. It's just one of those things. And so many of the characters have a frickin' fur diaper in that comic. And I eliminated it on everyone except He-Man. I had to keep it on him, but I had everyone else get into some like spandexy shit. But that is a hell of a cover right there. The color tones with like the warm rim lighting on the side of the face. It ain't fur, let me tell you. It's just his ball sack overgrowing. Look at the Rat Pack right there. Look at that. Great. I see some Buscema kind of in that a little bit, with like the rendering on the clothes, like the suit jackets and everything. Sandman there. Oh, look at this one over here. That looks... God, it's inspiring and humbling. Like, it makes me want to draw. Like, I'll never be... And he's so loose. It's just so kind of quick and gestural and kind of dashed off in like a quick way. But every line's perfect. I actually mentioned to him on his Instagram recently, I'm like, I would just die to see you do like a time lapse or a video showing how you ink your work, just to see him put the lines on paper. I hope he actually does something like that. That would be amazing. There's some Conan right there. The secret of steel has always carried with it a mystery. You must learn its riddle, Conan. You must learn its discipline, for no one in this world you can trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. Steel. This you can trust. Love that. Love that. I assume that's from Robert Howard's original writings. I would, if I had to guess, I don't know. Yeah, it looks loose, but it's totally precise. Yeah. There's a Schwarzenegger Conan. Remember when he told Crom to go to hell? He's like, go to hell with you. I love that part of that movie. And he colors these too. This is all his coloring. Like, it's not just the black and white and someone else coloring. Like, he does this. So he's like the entire, he's the whole package. Hell yeah. Betty Page. Badass Wolverine right there. Looks like a young Wolverine. Young and fresh and ready to murder thousands over the next century. Arnold's accent is that of the fictional country and world Conan's from, because it ain't one of... Yeah. It's like, it's one of those things they had to get around, because you can't really... I don't think he was going to not work out his accent. So it wasn't there. Moon Knight. Cool costume. Not a very interesting comic character to me. I like this here. He took a Jack Kirby pencil drawing and then inked it. And it like retains all the Kirby-ness, but has a kind of a unique addition to it. Beautiful stuff. I've always wanted to practice inking over Kirby, but I would just ruin it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to try. I will definitely ruin something. Yeah, the Kirby Panosian is incredible. Yeah. And then I love this stuff. It's just a page of like, I guess him working out like details on like he did an Old West story, like a cowboy story. So he just starts drawing pictures of like boots and cowboy hats and logs and chickens and more logs and outhouses and bulls and guns and holsters and snakes and wagons, and it's just all incredible drawing. Punisher in the costume. I think that's the best version that Event would ever wore. That big skull with the white belt, white gloves, white boots. It doesn't make sense in a real world context, but in comics, it's perfect. There's classic Prophet. Well, classic character for him, but his new version, so good. I love the zipatone, the dot patterns he's got on here. It gives it a nice grayscale. Or Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. Pamela, hello, how are you? Adam Brooks also. Man, look at that Batman, that headshot, that side lighting coming from both angles. Get that center shadow, and then this cloudy, god dang, is that good. Not to be controversial, but the only Superman I'll ever accept as the best version is the Christopher Reeve right there. Like it might be old school effects and kind of cheesy storytelling in places, but it was like nailing the character of Superman perfectly. And when I think of the perfect version of Superman, it's nothing in the comics, it's the Christopher Reeve Superman. Got some Tarzan. Oh, how about that black cat right there? Like 60s kind of Emma Peel vibe kind of going on. With the belt around the waist. I have no idea who this character is. But it looks really good. Anyway, Kevin, that was for you and me and all of us, but there he is. Dan Panosian, urban barbarian on social medias. One amazing artist. And isn't he like super jacked? I feel like I've heard that he's like kind of a bodybuilder, like super like buff. Like the guy's got everything. Anyway, back to my crappy artwork. Now that I come back to it, I'm like, this is just... Yes, Pamela, I drew this one earlier in the stream. I drew that guy right there. And decided to move on to a Skeletor version of some type. Guvapo Comics, how are you, man? Yeah, I've only been going for an hour, I guess an hour and a half, but yeah, it's just a random kind of unannounced one. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, we'll talk again soon, man. Thank you for all the conversation and everything. Hey, someone saying, how are you too? How's everyone doing? Yeah, El Guapo. It is. That's why I'm sitting here doodling for fun. I doodled up this one earlier, and then I did this the other day. I'm doing a couple of character sketches to throw in with people who buy like my complete set. So someone saying wasn't lying. It's so nice to have it done. The only thing that's, now it's the frustrating part is waiting to get, if they're going to print up the way they should look. And I got an email today from the printer with like my digital proof, but they fucked up the file. It won't upload. I even had a computer tech guy look at it, like one of my buddies who knows all about computer tech stuff. And he's like, yeah, they screwed up the file. There's no information here. They screwed it up. So I got all excited to like see at least the digital proof, and there's no information on it. So I had to email him, and I probably won't hear back until Monday. Ugh. Well, I'm glad to see everyone here. But yeah, I'm just nervous that it won't print the way I want it to because it's so big, or that I screwed something up. There just wasn't enough time for me to order a proof copy, so kind of rolling the dice. I've never had a problem before. In all other 5 volumes, I've never had one problem with anything, so we will see. You thought YouTube might yell at you for having 2 streams open? My Leo? Yeah? Did you bring me a cup of water? I hope so. I would hate that I spent $426 to get a bunch of books that are all fucked up and I can't do anything about it. Yeah, hold on. Stay right here. Hold on.
Hi, everyone.
There's my son. Everyone say hi to my son, Leo.
Hi, everybody. How you do?
You can take that back. Thank you, Bubba.
Right, bye, guys. I gotta go play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with my little brother.
Go get it. Oh, my sweet boys. My boys. They are everything to me. You like the sketchy, scratchy ink? I'm actually not super thrilled with this one because it's kind of rough and ugly and I feel like I've screwed it up, but I'm gonna take it to completion. The whole idea was to have it be heavily shadowed, like only a few parts of it highlighted, so we'll see how it comes out. But I found, and I'm sure as an artist, you would probably, I would guess, have similar experiences where sometimes when the harder I try to do something good, the worse it is. And then sometimes when I just sit down and don't care, sometimes somehow the best stuff I've ever done comes out of my hand when I just don't give a shit. But the problem is I do something that comes out good, quote unquote good. And I'm like, I need to do that again. So I try to replicate it. So now I'm trying hard and I don't get anything that comes as good as I did when I was not trying. Oh, it's so like, why could I do this before and not now? What am I missing? What is that magic ingredient? And of course, no one sees the bad that I do. Everyone's like, it looks fine, but I'm like, no, it's not the same. I've thought of that. Someone saying, kind of doing like the opposite. Instead of doing black on white, do white on black. I kind of you have to like really turn your brain into a whole other mode, to make that work. And of course, I just got done flipping through the art book of Dan Panosian, for those of you who know who that guy is. And he's got such a loose, scratchy style, but holy crap, is every line flawless and perfect. So I'm like, I need to try that. When you do cons, people love your commissions. When you try to bring that shit home, it's a massive struggle to catch what you were doing live. Right? It's like, It's so aggravating sometimes. Like, what am I missing? What is going on? Don't forget the Snake Mountain in the background. Oh, I don't have the energy to draw a Snake Mountain in the background of this. I remember that I drew Snake Mountain several times in my fan comic, and there was a scene in my fan comic where it gets blown up, it gets detonated and blown to the ground, and I was like, thank Christ I don't ever have to draw that thing again. I don't know why. It's not like it's super hard, but it was always kind of a struggle for me. I was like, I'm done drawing Snake Mountain in my comic because I had the characters blow it up. Yeah, El Guapo Comics, Caesar. For real, it's not even the same man. He is, a master illustrator. He can do everything. It's like, it's not even close to the same guy. And I was saying earlier on my stream that a couple years ago I asked him, or I made mention about how his work is just nothing like it used to be. It's so amazing. And he said something to the effect of he had to stop drawing comics and go learn to draw. And that's why his style changed so drastically. And I'm like, that is awesome. Thanks, Pamela. I'm starting to like it a little bit more than I was at first. It started out okay, and then I thought I'd ruined it. So, like I was saying, I'll just keep going and see what I can make of it. And I might salvage it. Toodles from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Goodbye. Hi. Hello. I think that's starting to look more like I was imagining it might, I hoped.
See thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa and a one-time sale Friday through Sunday. Mountain America Expo Center, Sandy. Exercise with low and swim the entire year in stage.
Wet an area and without thumb smudge in the white paper into the white. Like do like using your thumb as like a texture. I've seen people do that, and I've always kind of wanted to try it. Ugh, I said the wrong thing. But I actually never have, and there's no reason why I haven't. I just haven't, so I need to try that.
paths to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Fall from the fjords and the ice-cold currents. Raving soar over new frontiers. Songs and sagas of a fate determined. Shields and spears. Flowers of favor or the thrill of love. All together for the man and king. Clank of hammers and the rush of thunder. Come within. Oh, the echoes of eternity. Far from the fjords and the ice-cold currents, waving soar of the new frontiers. Sounding sagas of a fate determined. Shields and spears. Vows of favor, the thrill of blood. All together for the clan and king. Clank of hammers and the crash of thunder.
Did a Wolverine commission with that technique and they loved it. I'll have to try it. I'll have to plan ahead and think about it next time and kind of give it a shot. I think I've seen it in like Frank Miller stuff. I think. Yeah, Toodles from Mickey Mouse Club. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know what you're trying to get at, but you know.
Honey nut and Cheerio. Delicious. What? Stem light trap attracts and traps flying insects 24/7. And stem light trap is people and pet friendly because it's free of chemical insecticides.
I'm doing these drawings, so I think I was saying, for anybody who purchases the whole set, which I've got like 2 people so far who are interested. I'm gonna throw in just a sketch like this for them. I hope whoever gets this one likes it. Toodles, I cannot. Thanks for asking, but I cannot, so. Little ink wash on it to give it some gray tone. I don't know, I guess it might be done. All right, El Guapo Comics. I will talk to you later. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Thanks, Pamela. Should just call it done.
Shop Lowe's for a trusted selection of outdoor power equipment brands like Eagle.
You should be a dad. Toodles, toodles.
Someday I will buy gullies and blue doors.
To distant shores.
Stand up on the ground. No more book I see. Steady course to the haven.
Poodle toodles. But yeah, I got my Beast Man, I got my Trap Jaw, I got my Skeletor. I wonder why all the villains are more interesting to draw than the heroes.
Someday I will buy gullies with blue doors. Sail to distant
Shores.
stand up on the ground. No blue book I see. Steady course to the haven.
Yeah, the evil ones are usually more interesting. Evil Lynn next. Twist my arm. She's got a pain in the ass costume though, like the traditional Filmation version of Evil Lynn. It kind of is horrible. Let's see. Saw a statue of her the other day. Was it like the Filmation version or one of the other versions of the character there, Gaten? It's awesome. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I got the Honey Nut Cheerio choo-choo train.
Oh, right. I forget about some of the design elements on classic Evil Lyn. These weird spiral whatever things around the boobs. Oh yeah, she's got a collar. Right. I guess I'm kind of on a roll. Yeah, someone said you noticed those. Yeah, because I noticed you did a really good job of it on that pinup that you sent of Tila, because both her and Evelyn and Tila had the same kind of like breastplate spiral design, whatever the hell it is. I'm like, all right. I know, right, Kevin? How could I forget? But there you go, Pamela. Need a template. Circle. Yeah, I saw it come through. Obviously, I can't check it at the moment, but I'm excited to see it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Are you talking about your pinup there, Gaten? If that's what you're referring to, yeah, I got it. Okay, it's in the book. I put yours facing Mark's. You know what I mean? Because I kept looking at all the pinups I had to put into the book, and I kept trying to think of ways to what ones would look best facing each other, and I kept coming back to, I don't know, I wanted your guys' side by side, so for what it's worth. But yeah, and I looked at yours a lot, man. I kept looking at it. I just really liked it, dude. So thank you for the time and effort you put into that, man. That's you really nailed it. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, man. I mean, you and Mark are like my YouTube Discord homies, and I'm like, if I don't have pinups from you guys in here, I'm going to be disappointed, so. And Dan Goodwin, you know, him too. His pinup is awesome. Got that in there. Ugh. I hope so, Gayton. I mean, I know I've got a few people that are definitely going to pick up copies of the book anyway. You know, I've probably got 5 or 6 guaranteed, like, you know, sales, so to speak. But I'm mostly interested for people to get a chance to read the whole thing, and, you know, for people who've read it along as I've made it, to read the finale of the story, and hopefully they find it interesting, and that I, you know, made a interesting narrative that people enjoy. You know, I'm not perfect. I know that. I'm not Alan Moore. I'm close. I'm very close to Alan Moore. Believe me, I know this, but you know, I know it's going to be full of flaws, but I don't know. I had such a fun time making it. It's been, like, people may not get just how long of a process it's been for me. I've been working on this for 15 years. And to see it done is just kind of, it's just mind-blowing to me that I've finally reached the end. It is weird to, like, come home from work and not have a thing I have to work on. I'm like, I have to sit down. I have to get on that book. I cannot let it wait. Time to get going. It's like, I could sit down and do nothing if I wanted. And yesterday was my first day not having to do anything. I came home from work, went right to bed. Yeah, Adam Brooks, I sent it off to the printer on Wednesday. So we will see how that goes. Yeah. You're telling me you're not Alan Moore? I know. I just ruined the magic. I know. I should have kept my mouth shut. In a way, I think also doing the YouTube channel has, you know, kept me, like, fresh in the world of comics and seeing stuff that works and doesn't work, and it's kind of given me kind of a direction and, you know, things to do or things to not to do. At least I hope. I know you're watching Pamela Gasper, and then you suggested Eva Lynn, and so now I'm trying to, honestly, I'm trying to make it look good because I know you're watching. So we'll see if it turns out. These are honestly like convention sketches. This is about the level of detail I do when somebody commissions me to do commissions at the conventions that I go to. So it's kind of good practice because I don't do very good in a rush. Your art is in the kitchen. My art is on paper. Are you a chef? You did some cooking at Denny's? Yeah, that's... I actually like to cook. I'm not particularly very good, but I can cook a pretty good steak. Oh, you're in the food service industry for 30 years. So I would say that you probably are pretty damn good, right? Oh yeah, medium rare. It's the only way. You're a monster if you do it any other way, right?
Curious things.
Oh yeah, onions and mushrooms. I used to do that all the time. I kind of gotten away from it in the last year or so, just because I don't know. I just kind of stopped thinking about it. But now I want to go cook a steak. I don't have any in my house. I got to go shopping, but now I want exactly that. You're wondering how a pizza art commission truck would do? Random thoughts I didn't think I'd hear tonight. All right, well, now you're making me really hungry there, Pamela, because that is exactly it. Heck yeah. Pile every kind of dead animal you got there. Oh, dude, Kevin, you guys are funny. Well, yeah, Pamela. Kevin's one of my favorite guys because he's a Looney Tune in the best way. He said more shit that's made me laugh out loud than anyone else. And I think it's fantastic. Also, that potato sounds good. Like, right? That's what I'm sitting here saying. I'm like, oh, God. Well... Well, I think I might need to shut it down here. I think I've gone as far as I can go tonight. I also have to record a video for tomorrow, so... There's tomorrow's video for anyone that's wondering. Anybody remember that book? Then, yeah, it's Mark Beecham is the artist on the cover. It's Joe Quesada on the inside. So, look at this badass. And then the other book I'm going to do. I don't think I've done this one already. It's a Punisher book, but look at the inside of the front cover and the back cover. Does that come through? Look at that frickin' skull image that they've put, like, inside front cover, inside back cover. But to see it all, that's pretty epic. Anyway, thanks everybody. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, Kevin, right? It's a pretty awesome skull thing. I want to take the cover apart and just have the skull thing. Whoever did that did a pretty awesome job. Oh, there you go. That's an idea. I do have a scanner on site now, so that is pretty badass. Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, guys, I gotta shut it down. So thank you, everybody. It's been fun again. Like I've been saying, I miss these, and I enjoy doing them. So I like having these conversations with everybody. So. Thank you, everybody. But I am going to shut it down for now. I will catch you all next time. I'm going to see if Jessica's available for tomorrow. See if me and Jess can get together like used to. All right, guys.